Big day for baseball. It's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the mound for the Pirates, Mitch Keller.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in the play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Dalton Varsho in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Looks to second. That's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Nope, outside.
Out towards right center field. And it falls. And that extends the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Santander goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Stays alive. The 0-2. Chases the fastball up the ladder. Digging in, Jake Mangum. Slapped foul. The 0-1. And that one is inside ball one. Gets to it with a slide. To first. Nicely done for the out. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Base knock right field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
In the dirt. In the dirt, blocked. Here's a 2-0.
Oh, that's too high.
Man at first, one away. And ball four to a board.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Lau at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Here's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Check swing. He went. Strike one. That one hit the knees for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Ground ball left side. And foul ball. The 0-2. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it.
Now this one gets through. Here comes Springer around third. He scores and they have the lead. Now the tag at third, and they got him. So up next for Toronto, Dylan Cease.
That's a ball.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Back up the, oh, that got him. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Back here in Pittsburgh, here's O'Neal Cruz.
Ball, that's out.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. In the air, left side. Santander has a beat on it. And there's one down. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit.
Yeah!
On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
This is Joey Bart. Gonzalez, the runner at first with one gone to the inning.
Ball.
That one not close, and that's ball 3. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And here is Jared Triolo. In there for strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in the third and final game of the series. Oh, right to the backstop. Throws to second. A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away. The 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Huge strikeout there. Stepping in, Mitch Keller.
Aye.
2 outs, 2 in scoring position, bottom half of inning number 2. Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. That misses. Ball one. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Nope.
Really good take,
That's
especially
inside.
with 2 strikes.
Pitch
Ball,
misses,
that's out.
and it's a full count. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Back here at PNC Park. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. On the ground to third. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Foul.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
In the air, left field. Mangum settles underneath it. 1 up, 1 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Varsho at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Ball, that's in.
In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Guerrero Jr.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the Pirates leadoff man, Jake Mangum.
Hey.
Here's the 0-2.
That's a ball.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That's outside.
Full count now. Pulls it in, 1 away. Ryan O'Hearn, the next Pirate to hit. Single to right in his first trip. In the air, left field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
He was all over that one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate, but no advance. That's ball one.
And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
Man at second. And another ball.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
Three-0 down. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Nice grab. And they get the out.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gyms before the game is over.
Lau in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. To the right side. And that's a fair ball. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everything came together for him. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
That's towards center. Varsho settles under it. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. In the air, right field. Brings it in. 1 away. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. 0 for 1 so far. Kirk, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. The 0-1. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's George Springer. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. High fly ball, right field. Reynolds under this one. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. Go ahead run on base. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. Tap foul at the plate. 2 gone, but the go ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Nick Gonzalez. Cease back to work.
You know, these Pirates showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Bart in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Ball.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Jared Triolo digs in now. Struck out swinging his first time. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Safe. And they take the lead. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Mitch Keller. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Bart, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Drops a bunt down the first base side to Jimenez. Over to first, safe. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Jake Mango will hit next.
Ball, that's out.
One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Right side, Clement. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. New inning getting started, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swings through it for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And next for Toronto, Dylan Cease. He's 0 for 1. 0-1. The Pirates up by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball.
This to third. On to O'Hearn. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's outside.
Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here in Pittsburgh, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Ryan O'Hearn getting ready to hit. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He flexes his power with that swing. B-Ray coming to the plate now.
You know, these Pirates, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Out to short, Jimenez. Tosses to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now it's Brandon Lau.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-0. Chop to the right side. Clement over to first. And they get the out. So up next, O'Neal Cruz. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the third out.
Yeah. Went and beat the odds. They thought I was insane.
Back here at PNC Park. And now for the Jays. Varsho. That one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ball one. No, inside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Buccos up by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Just
Nope, that's a ball.
missed. And now 1-2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The relay not going to get him. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Ground ball right side. And that's the inning. Bottom of the 6th. Leading off, Nick Gonzalez. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Round second, digging for third. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
The 1-0. Liner snagged at first.
Big first out of the inning because it keeps the runner at third. They don't score on the play, and that was the goal. Now you have to do it a few more times before you're completely out of this jam.
Ripped on a line to center. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Santander settles underneath it, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Barco. And the batter is George Springer. Foul ball there. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Barco, a 6'4" lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, but he beats it out.
He's in there.
And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Inside,
Check
ball one.
swing, no appeal, and it's 1-0.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Got him looking. 1 away. 1 out man at first. At the plate, Kazuma Okamoto. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. That's a little bit low. Battling here as he fouls it away. Springer stands at first with one out. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Tyler Heineman.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
That's ball 2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strike. Back here in Pittsburgh. Now the Pirates leadoff man, Jake Mangum. That one to first. Guerrero steps on the bag. One pitch and one out. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 5-1. One down. Brian Reynolds here. Hard ground ball, base knock. Back-to-back hits, and they were hit hard. Brandon. Jeff Hoffman into the game.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag. That's one. To second, but way too late. Safe there. So digging in, O'Neal Cruz. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Pitch kicks away. Reynolds up to third on the wild pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We go to the 8th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. Line to left. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's going to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Inside, ball 2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 3-2 now. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. So now with one away and a man. It's second. So up next, Yohan Ramirez will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Ball one.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. And a foul ball. One out, the runner at second, and we're in the top of the eighth. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slurve. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander.
Bam.
Man on second, 2 down. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That's ball two.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the eighth. Nick Gonzalez now at the plate. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And that one is lifted in the air. Takes it in for the out. One out man at first. Jared Triolo digs in now.
Inside ball.
Up the middle. The flip. Got him. Nice
No,
play.
you're out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Yep, that ball went out.
Triolo, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 1.
Ball.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's outside.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A 2-run homer, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-1. That's ripped, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Ryan O'Hearn, the next Pirate to hit. In the air to left center. Varsho under it. And the inning is over. Cannonball coming. Last chance coming up for the Blue Jays. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Isaac Matson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Man at first,
right
nobody
fielder,
out.
George
Now it's the
Springer.
right fielder, George Springer. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And now two aboard.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Jimenez in the box now. Takes strike one. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there. Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now low. Only one away. So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Addison Barger. One out, the base is loaded. Big spot for him. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays have just one out left here. All loaded up. Ernie Clement, the next to hit. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Pirates take this one in a blowout. Keller with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
To my real ill heavyweight hitters, go-getters, 50 ways to make figures. They come on the spot to fail sisters like the handrail spitters, kids on the ziggas. When it's ugly, then the club is lovely. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If it's over, it's over, so just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hugging. Guess you right, it's too good to be true. What's the point? All I needed was you. But time after time, I just fussing and fighting. Each time that you do what you do, and it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea. I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming. I watched how you move, how you turn your back on me and leave me to lose. Remember the text, how you said that you do. Said that you never leave. We would fight till it's due. But as it went on, I was fighting for you. Said the text turned green, why the it ain't blue? Guess you done and I get it. Said you staying, you wanted my name and you left, so I'm guessing that you never meant it. Said you try and hold on cause the love was so strong. Now I'm standing alone in this kitchen, singing sad songs, but I'm knowing that this don't last long. If you leaving, then leave cause your bag's gone. But just know you can never come back home.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If you say that you done it, no take back. Said you fell out of love and I hate that. But see me, I was stuck like a really full of it. Somehow I can't shake back. When you walked out that door, I was hurting. All the dreams in my head, you was perfect. first time that we chillin', I reach for your hand where the nerves at. Tyler Penn, that's what it do. It be times I be sick sitting thinking about you. It was that to his part. You gave me the blue, really play with my heart. Left me lost to confused. Like was fair game, but you made it the rules. On my heart, left a scar and a bruise. Hope that you can stand on all that you did. I'm done, y'all finally through.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ever roll your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
Inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. just about ready for baseball. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz.
And the home opener is underway. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. The 0-2. Liner, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now it's Brandon Lau. First offering, runner goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
That's outside.
And that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Brian Reynolds here. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Flying around third is Cruz. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. O'Hearn in his 8th season, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Coming around third is Reynolds. And they lead by 2. Santander gets it back in quickly. Lead runner stops at second. 1 out. Runner at second. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. And a foul ball. Man at second. Struck him out looking. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Mangum. In the air to left center. That's a base hit. The throw into second, caught in a rundown now. And he's out, trying for 2. But 1 run does score on the play before the inning ends. Back now in Toronto. And on the mound for Pittsburgh in this one, Paul Skeens. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Digging in, Ernie Clement. And a foul ball. In the air, right field. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. Foul ball. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
There's always a concern when running over towards the dugout because of that on-deck circle. There's usually a bat, a weighted bat, a donut, a pine tar rag. Catchers have to be really heads up to avoid that stuff.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. In there at the knees for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that's the inning. Top of the second. Here's the Pirates catcher now, Andy Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And it's a leadoff double as they look to keep pulling away.
Batting eighth, third base.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Nick York, the next to hit. Ground ball, left side. And foul ball. Man at second.
Ball, that's off the plate.
That one is absolutely belted. And that's a foul ball.
That's a ball.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Paul Skeens up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So the Pirates batting order turns over. O'Neal Cruz getting ready to hit. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Rodriguez around third. He'll score. It's 4-zip. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Waste no time there. Spoiled that backdoor breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
That was straight queso right there.
And that is out of play.
Ball.
Got him. 2 gone now.
Batting 6.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's George Springer. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that is cut on and missed. 0-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missed.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat, I'm sure.
Struck him out swinging. The big righty strikes out the side. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0. O'Hearn takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
You know, these Pirates doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Hammered down the right side, but foul.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
No question about this one. It's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back home. Louis Varland gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. And now Nick Gonzalez. Gonzalez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 0-1 down.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field. Varsho gets under it. And there's one away. Jake Mangum, the next Pirate to hit.
Fielder, Jake Mangum.
Foul ball there. He's someone you'll notice that attacks hitters with that high velocity slider. It is definitely not going to be mistaken for a slurve. He swings and fouls one off.
When the velocity is living in the upper 90s and maybe even touch triple digits, then you're throwing a slider in that same range. Very difficult because the hitter wants to hit the fastball first and foremost. And when you put that little wrinkle in it like he does, it's really devastating.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. Back here at Rogers Center. Set for the bottom of the third.
clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Kazuma Okamoto now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Pitch kicks away. And the runner stays where he is. On the ground to third, might be two. One at second, onto O'Hearn. Two.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Swings through it for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back now in Toronto. Start of the fourth. Nick York now at the plate.
Ball inside.
And a big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and one out now. Stepping in, Paul Skeens struck out swinging his first time.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
That's a laser base hit. Around first, heading for two. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Man at second. Right side.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. 2 away. Lau at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. Base hit. The throw in. And back to first safely he goes as a run scores.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Here comes Lau. He'll score easily. It's 9-0.
Back-to-back base hits. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now here is Ryan O'Hearn.
Nope, outside.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And that is that. Back here at Rogers Center. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement. Skeens back to work.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Up next.
So up next, Anthony Santander. He's 0 for 1. Swings through the sweeper.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Stays alive. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that's a strikeout. Ed Drummond says he won a round. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Popped up. York should have this one. And that is that. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment. On the mound now, Mason Fluhart.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Up next,
Jake Mangum will hit next. A switch hitter batting right. And first offering is fouled off.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
Up next,
2 down, bases
catcher,
empty.
Endy
Up next for the
Rodriguez.
Pirates, Endy Rodriguez.
What do we got? The crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Any way you can work in your name, huh?
That's right. And that one is lifted in the air. Springer on the move, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Well, these Jays definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Right through there for a strike.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
That's the ball.
And it remains 2-2. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Rodriguez
He's out.
just in time. That was close, but he's retired on the strikeout one away. Now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Just
Ball.
missed. That one fouled off. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5.
That's ball 2.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 9-1. And the batter is George Springer.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-1. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Swings and misses. 0-1. Foul ball. Oh, and 2 now.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Whip number 9 for him in this game. 9. Toronto. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the third baseman, Nick York. And he pumps it a strike.
You know, these Pirates, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Out towards right center field. 1 away.
With all of those hard hits, this team is going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
Schemes
that's
in the
inside.
box here. Lets that one go for a ball. This to third. Fair ball. Now back in safely at first. So back to the top of the order. And here is O'Neal Cruz.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
That one finds the zone. And the count 1-2. Man at first, 1 away. High fly ball, right field. Springer has a beat on it. Out number 2. Brandon Lau, the next to hit. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Springer moving under this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one
That's
close,
ball 2.
ruled a ball. 2-1. comes up empty. That's strike two.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Addison Barger looking to start something with one gone. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. The Pirates up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Clement in the box again. Takes a strike. This one in the air right field. And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander.
0-1.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Evan Sisk.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads.
York over to Lau. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tommy Nance.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, no strikes. Nance measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. Save! In comes the run from second. It's 10-1. So a man at first. Nick Gonzalez digs in now.
That's a ball.
Outside with a breaking ball. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now 2 aboard. Here's the left fielder, Jake Mangum. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. 1 run is in. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
The 1-0. Oh, and this one gets away. But all the runners hold. 2-0. On the ground right side. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
Up next,
Nick
for the
York,
Pirates,
the next
third
Pirate to
baseman,
hit.
Nick
0 for
York.
3 in this one.
This
Ball,
has been
that's
a
out.
rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Up the middle, Clement. The flip to second, and a run scores on the double play. Base is empty after the double play. Evan Sisk getting ready to hit.
Ball
If you're
one.
the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Inside, ball one.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out. Here's Andres Jimenez.
For the Blue Jays, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
And that's
Oh, that's
outside,
out.
and it's 1-0. This one in the air center field. Cruz running hard to get it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
That's a ball.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
That is the inning. Skeens with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
13-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Yeah, going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe wrote my song. I'm just ad-living it. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Nah, I don't gotta say too much. I don't gotta say too much. Yeah. Big poppin', I realize I'm the gift, so this year I ain't going Christmas shopping. I've been hearing ching off and the smooth slick Rick talking. He burnt out, 50 million for the catalog I turned down. I'm making money every second, you should learn how. These puppies barking out a wolf, but I turn around, swinging like the first round. Even in the 12th, got myself rich, took the fan with me. Always the reality would turn into my fantasy. Want a chance with me, so she holler in the man city. Baby, no humanity, now you can't get it. Going crazy on the daily. I don't see a reason why the I should stop now. Thought I was at the bottom. How you think I feel on top now? How you think I feel? Magnificent. Universe roll my